Hello.
Check 1 2. Check.
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 We're good. We're precasting.
We can't give away the precast as a precast.
Oh, well,
You can't announce it. You just
You
have
just
to.
have to, go. Like we give away the secrets. There's no mystery on the podcast.
Yeah, it's
how
like-
we do podcasts.
It's like saying how you
right?
put the
Right, normally we
caramel
don't say
inside the
that.
caramel bar.
Duff, can you hear me?
I gotcha. Yeah, I got no headphones today.
Yeah, because you forgot your gear, of course.
I can hear all the.
Where were you before? How come you forgot your gear?
I hit the.
you went
gym,
to
as
you went
know.
to yoga?
Yeah. No yoga, just the gym.
Yesterday was
Did a
yoga.
little CrossFit workout. You should try it sometime.
No.
No. Then you won't be complaining about being sore after playing pickleball with your kid for 20 minutes.
Tennis.
Yeah, you
Tennis.
And then changing the tires on my
Oh, you're
vehicle.
probably sore from changing
You,
your tires.
you can
I
try.
am.
You can
Nice.
try looking young different ways.
Yeah, I did.
Ah,
Oh, we're going to talk about bees today?
Darcy's
Is that what we say?
stimulating. We should
Yeah.
relabel the podcast.
We're gonna talk about bees
trials
on
and
planes.
tribulations of DDT. Life with DDT.
Thank you very
The
much.
life with
The
DDT.
man-child with black hair.
Oh. All right. Well, on that note,
Ready to roll?
you ready to roll? Let's.
DDT is gonna cry himself to sleep again.
I never
So I
do.
cannot hear JB. He's talking
JB, you
so
have to-
quietly straight at the mic.
I know.
Try
Well, I
to
don't know.
speak
Am
up,
I supposed
JB.
to be loud? Should
Maybe
try to
move
speak
over
up
a
a bit,
little bit.
that's all.
I? Should
Yeah.
I come closer?
No,
Come
just
clo-
right there. I hear you
Come
perfectly.
closer
Can you hear me
to
there?
Perfect.
Can you hear me
yeah.
now?
Are we on? Is
Yeah.
this the real cast?
No,
now?
it's not.
No.
Let's
Still
get going. Let's
not
get
the real
going.
cast.
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay.
Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time. Warning, this podcast will be an injurious waste of your time.
Yeah, good morning. I'll take a medium with 2 sugar and a medium regular, please.
All right, JB, make sure you speak loud and clear. I don't have my headphones today.
Morning, boys.
Morning, Duff, JB. How are you? This is I'm gonna start off with an apology to our listener.
That I forgot my headphones.
Well, you forgot all your gear.
And
Just that we haven't had a show in.
We haven't
like
had a show,
month.
and yeah,
Oh.
like what's going on?
I would say that's more of a thank you than an apology.
Well, yeah.
I
guess.
apologize for being totally discombobulated this morning because JB's van broke down
Oh yeah, yeah.
in the mean streets
yeah.
of West Ottawa.
And also, we're coming to you live from Scotty's Corner Diner once again. It's getting a bit cool out there to do it in the garage cave.
Yeah, it is getting a bit cool.
Yeah.
Nice sunny day, though. We could have did it in JB's hot tub.
We could have.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. eh?
I thought about that initially, but then
You just set everything up on the edge.
I just
Jesus.
thought electricity, and water is just probably
Well,
not a
if
good
you set
idea.
up a table beside it, I can set up the gear on the table beside.
How hot do you keep your hot tub?
104
All the time?
all the time.
We might not want to be in there for an hour though.
No, I'd have to put the heat down for that to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah,
Because after 20 minutes, like I'm.
you're feeling it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
15 minutes is the max, they say.
I went
That'd
there
be
last night with my. I kind of went in first, and then my son kind of came in afterwards, and we were just chatting and looking at the sky and stuff. And I was in there for about half an hour, and I came
Wow.
out, and I'm like, ooh.
First of all, you're a prune,
It was a bit too.
a
no.
raisin.
Did you see any stars from Stitz Vegas?
The
There
moon was
were.
quite interesting last night. Was it not?
The clouds
You
were
were quite interesting last night.
the
It was?
clouds were clearing, and we did see a few stars. It's
Okay.
actually quite nice looking up at the
Not
sky.
too much light pollution.
Yeah, there's always light pollution.
Did you
but-
see the Big Dipper?
Yeah, I did.
Does Roberta ever go in the hot tub with you?
Who's Roberta?
Does she ever get to see the Big Dipper?
She sees the Big Dipper frequently,
Oh, wow.
but she doesn't.
Oh.
She's not a fan of hot tubs.
That's what
She's
she
not a
said.
fan of your Big Dipper.
No.
Where's this show going all of a sudden?
She likes looking at the Big Dipper for sure, but she's not a fan of hot tubs.
Yeah, it's more of a fan of Pegasus, maybe.
I don't know.
Some of your other constellations. I'm not
Ah.
sure where were you going with this, DDT.
Yeah.
No. I was just saying, like,
Oh.
after the week of very slow texting, mostly dad jokes this week
I'm
on the
afraid.
text machine.
I'm afraid of.
Then we
you
come up with
and-
the Big Dipper.
You and DDT being in my hot tub because you'd probably be looking for Uranus.
I'm not much of a hot
Oh.
tub fan, really.
But
You know,
That
They're
joke.
kind of
Well,
gross.
we're
really.
still talking about constellations.
Yeah.
You know what? You just need to keep your chemicals up, and
Yeah.
it's
I
fine.
mind you, hypocritical. I hopped in the hot tub after the workout today. It's so hot too. Like it takes me, like
It's almost
you just
too
hop
hot.
into your hot tub. For me, I have to go in slowly.
I can get in pretty quick.
So-
I like hot tubs. I like saunas. I
JP,
like the heat.
Let
feel
me
it
get this
burns.
straight. Your wife does not enjoy hot tubs,
No,
but you
No,
bought
it's
a
not
hot
for
tub.
her. It's for him. The
Yeah,
hot
he
tub.
bought a hot tub
Yeah.
for himself.
she'll
Yeah.
use them. She has sensitive skin,
Yeah.
but so technically,
It's not like a hot tub at a hotel.
So
where
not
you've got-
everybody gets dragged away from 50th surprise parties by their wives.
she'll come in
Ooh.
and then she
Ouch.
will. Then she'll actually she has to immediately kind of go have a shower
Oh, okay.
She'll have to go have a hot
I mean,
shower
if you put
just
a
to
lot
get
of
it off her
chlorine in there,
get it
right?
off her
You can
skin.
put too much
There's
chlorine.
not a lot. You
That's
got it's
how
just
I feel.
you need
All the
you have to
slime.
keep it balanced.
Well,
I
imagine-
think some of those places
They
like
get
gyms
rough.
and hotels,
Yeah.
like they have
Oh,
to put,
hotels would be the worst.
they have
yeah.
to put like
Yeah.
a lot of chlorine,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Probably just to kill everything
Yeah.
in there with
If my eyes aren't watering a bit before I get in, I won't even get in.
no.
You want to have a lot of
Oh,
chemicals.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we saw who wore the pants in that relationship at the party, didn't we?
Well, yeah, we're just speaking about wives and
We were
gifts
just
and
enjoying
things
the
we
party
do
and stuff.
live from
and
Scotty's Diner.
Somebody
Yeah.
got sucked away.
So to fill in the Beanskis, one of the main reasons we did not do a cast last week was because
2 weeks ago.
I kept an amazing secret for like 2 months through a big surprise 50th for the Fair Stacy.
Very well done.
Yeah, and it went, and with your help as well, gentlemen, thank you. And it went off really well.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
But-
really happy. She was really surprised.
But one of the standout memories was DDT trying to suck back a little bourbon by the campfire, and he kind of got dragged off.
Yeah, finally brings the bottle out, and
Yeah.
the wife
Yeah.
just calls it. Yeah,
Kibosh
time to go.
Time
Well,
to go.
Our
I just
15-year-old son is at home alone. He
I just
needs
poured a
us.
drink.
Let's go.
I just poured a drink. Yeah, no, we got to go.
Not 15, 14, okay?
14.
Makes
Oh,
a
geez,
year makes a
14.
difference.
Nah, that's a
yeah,
big
she
jump.
was worried
You're right.
about him. I'm like, he's fine for
He's
God's
probably
sakes.
heavily gaming. He doesn't even know you guys
She
are
just
gone.
No,
hit
he
the
probably
road. I
didn't
get it.
realize that we liked
Oh, you guys were
Yeah.
you guys had left?
Yeah.
I told you this yesterday. Sometimes when you are the one being dragged to a social event, you don't want to be there.
No, but
the longer it goes, the more you want to
the
leave.
only thing is, like, it's all fine and dandy, but she was playing it up in front of other people, right? That's
was
the only
what? See, you're not talking clearly here.
She was saying all this stuff in front of the whole gang
Oh,
of people
right. You
sitting
were
around the
called out.
campfire.
She made you
Yeah.
look like a deadbeat dad.
yeah.
And then you had to
it's
go
like,
with your
oh
tail
my
between your
God,
legs.
like,
Head
come
hanging
on,
low.
like, it's embarrassing.
In shame. Everybody was super
You know what I
quiet
mean.
too.
I know, right?
You can imagine a nice boisterous
Jeez.
party by the fire, and then it gets quieter and quieter, and then you're let out.
My
Oh.
my wife was disappointed that she
didn't
didn't make it out.
She's
Yeah.
feeling better now, though.
I-
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, that's
finally
good.
now.
That's good to
Yeah.
hear. The only thing I would say about the party was great,
it was a good party.
but JB did more work at this party than
Oh.
you did
it was fantastic.
for your wife.
well, it was.
Well, he can't.
It was
It's a
meant for
surprise
me.
Yeah,
party.
He can.
I was to party as
Like
well.
the cake comes in. And
Oh, it's
I was
perfect,
surprised to
JB.
see JB
Well done.
holding it, starting the happy birthday song for
Every,
for your
every-
wife.
everyone still speaks about JB's contributions to that
Oh
party.
God, I know.
I
right?
I like helping out.
One of my wife's friends arrived a little late. She came in, and 10 minutes later, JB's, excuse me, miss, do you have keys for your car? Oh, yes. Remember that?
He was also the
Well,
valet
she-
parking.
The
I
valet
went-
par- it was classic.
I
She's
went
like,
outside
yes.
and I'm like, somebody left their
Yeah.
lights on in their car.
She didn't realize that we had valet parking
was
there.
fantastic.
How much tip?
Yeah, no, they all fell in love with you after that.
Aw.
Yeah. So turns lights
Offering
off,
drinks.
cars. My favorite is the constant monitoring of the campfire every 15, 20 minutes, getting back out there, throwing some logs on.
No. Like I said, my favorite was bringing in the cake and starting happy
Cake,
birthday.
he did it all. Did it all.
That was my
But
favorite.
you know how much
I'm
I
looking
like
around for
campfires,
Duff.
Love
right?
the campfire. It was a great campfire.
So I love it. Like
I could have sat there all
I'm
night.
sad. Like had my wife been able to come, if she wasn't sick, I would have
would've
stayed
hung out
longer.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she would have been fine.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have dragged me away if I pulled out the bourbon.
No. I would have stayed at the campfire too. I didn't even want to go in for cake.
All I wanted was
I would've
one
just stayed.
glass of bourbon to share.
Did you get the glass of bourbon?
I
though,
did. I
first?
drank
yeah.
it, yeah.
But you rushed it.
You had to
I
down
rushed.
it.
Yeah, I downed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I drove after.
No, good times.
That
Good
quieted
playlist.
everybody.
But it was
down.
nice.
But
Your lasagna was delicious.
oh, thank you. That was my wife's creation.
Yeah, she did really well.
So
it
we-
was
Yeah.
good.
That was probably one of the only downers. Is it did not turn out to be a true lasagna war
No.
like I wanted.
No, I think your
because
mom.
the main host wouldn't
yeah,
allow it.
Your mom was.
Your mom did
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh my
there.
God,
big
she
time.
was so.
They're like-
yeah.
They did a lot, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they were awesome.
Yeah.
I was an effective delegator. Usually I'm not. I just kind of push stuff off to many people.
She was great, of course,
Yeah.
as usual.
But the lasagna, I mean, we got a bit of yours. We got a bit of Freddy's, I think, as well.
Was it? Yeah, I don't remember.
Somebody's got sent back home. I don't know whose it was, but
Oh yeah, she was
It's
complaining
uncanny
about
how
that.
many Italians were at that party. And they all brought the lasagna.
Well, you
brought
said
the
to bring the
lasagna.
lasagna.
Freddie brought lasagna.
You said it was the lasagna wars.
Yeah, I know, but it's just neat how it lined. Not that Italians have the monopoly on lasagna, but it was neat to see so many Italians there
yeah.
bringing their fares. But
Yeah.
like I say,
You-
the mom wouldn't let it all happen, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
No, she was on the ball.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
your,
good.
your mom rocks.
I was kind of hoping to get all the lasagna left there.
I'm sort of disappointed that we didn't get butter tarts though. She made cookies.
Oh,
I
the
let her
cookies were
know.
great, say.
I let her know, like as we're preparing, I'm helping, I'm decorating,
You're
and she's
dropping
like,
hints
"Oh,
about
you know,
butter tarts.
thanks for coming, you know, blah blah blah."
You let her
And-
know in no uncertain terms.
No, and I said I can't. Like
Yeah,
I've been
I
raving
always
about your
remember the
butter
butter
tarts
tarts.
ever since I was here last time working
Yeah.
in the barn cave, and she goes, "Oh no, all I made was cookies." And she goes, "I'll have to have you over again."
That's cool.
The highlight for me was when I shared my bourbon with your son.
Oh,
Yeah,
stuff was disgusting.
he didn't like it.
I
No,
didn't like it.
he had a sip, and it's like, "Yeah, that's over."
Well, you
Yeah.
forced me to drink it with water, didn't you?
Yeah,
Is
you're
that it?
supposed to,
That's
yeah.
disgusting.
But he did have one of the coolers I brought.
I did?
No, he did. Your son.
Oh, he might have had a sip. Yeah.
No, he drank the
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know. Not sure he's old enough to drink, so
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be you feeding an underage.
Oh my God,
But
that's
if you're
called-
saying
He just-
you did.
He
I'm
just
dialing-
grabbed it out of my cooler. It wasn't my
I'm
fault.
dialing 911 as we speak.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had to hold him back.
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Yeah,
how
JB.
those go down.
Come and arrest them for.
But your bourbon,
Yeah.
compared to the Crown Royal Peach that I'm so fond of, didn't compare.
You
Well,
like
no,
Crown
I
Royal
mean-
Peach with ginger ale is
Yeah, but
amazingly
that's peach.
good.
I could have brought the blackberry bourbon.
Ooh,
but I bought-
blackberry bourbon.
It's very good.
Really?
that could be
Yeah.
interesting.
It's
So
very good, but
you
it's
must-
not the real stuff.
I
It's
just
like
found
a
with
real
the water,
bourbon does not
it
have a
didn't taste-
flavor.
It didn't taste good at all, man. I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean it doesn't have a flavor? It doesn't
No,
have
no, no,
flavor
I'm saying-
added.
Right. A
Yeah.
real bourbon doesn't have.
You
flavor.
must have had a lot of beer left over.
Oh, I had a lot.
Like,
Not
you-
a lot.
You
but
bought
some.
tons.
I bought tons.
Yeah.
I'm not going to invite people to a party and run out of beer.
No, you were
Yeah.
well prepared.
Yeah.
And I brought the good bourbon too, not the
I
And it
cracked-
was
wild turkey.
and it was super nice of you, by the way, to get a couple IPAs.
To get what?
afterwards. A few IPAs.
Oh, I grabbed 2 for you and 2 for
Yeah.
Al.
Did you have the blueberry?
I had lots of the Broadhead blueberry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, the Ashton blueberry. is
Ashton.
what I
Oh, it was
went with.
Ashton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cracked one of those open last night when Nikhil came over.
Yeah, they were pretty
Ah.
good.
Yeah,
How's
very
Nikhil?
good. Nikhil popped over with some treats from India last night.
Nice. What do
Was
you bring?
That a neighbor?
My neighbor, yeah.
Okay.
What do you
What
bring?
a nice guy.
What do you bring?
Ah, I can't pronounce any of it.
Oh,
No. He brought over this
Food?
So it's a bit of a story. It's kind of funny actually. His wife goes on Facebook, and I heard this through my wife, looking for some sort of baby thing, something for a baby. So we're like,
Okay.
my wife goes, so I think they're having another baby. I'm like, oh wow, cool. Then he's like texting me, you guys free? You guys free? I'm like, yeah, come on over. Yeah, he goes, we got a bunch of treats from our parents in India, like tons of stuff. We will give you some. All right, sure, come on over. And I'm like, are you still drinking beer? Or no, I said, are you drinking beer yet? Because he went on this big weight loss competition with his buddies. It's kind of a cool side story.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, he
Should we do
came
that
over
between
and
the three of
one
us?
the first things he said was, "Yeah, I'm drinking beer again now. I'm doing everything." And I'm like, "Why you sound so sad, buddy?" He's like, "Oh, I lost lots of weight. It's all back now. It doesn't matter." I'm like, "Okay, we'll get you a good beer." Anyways, he goes, and I have some very exciting news to share. So I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't maybe be getting into this." I don't think this is. I can't.
I think
say
we
all
already
that.
know what this
No.
exciting news
Well,
is.
anyways.
You let the cat out of the
No,
bag.
not all of it.
Oh,
Not all of
okay.
it. So they're gonna have a special
Twins.
event coming up for everybody back home in India to see, as
Oh.
well as a bunch of people here.
Okay.
I can say. Well, no, I can't even say that. Can't even say what they're gonna do.
Because we don't know if any of our fans in India
Yeah.
are related to your neighbor.
Yeah.
A mystery.
And
It's a
there are
mystery.
certain things that are not considered on the up and up in India that are done here.
Oh
so
yeah.
we're not going to get into any
So
of that.
they don't have.
But what we will
they
get
don't
into
mandate baby seats in
are
cars.
these snacks. These snacks were unreal, and there was a collection of sweet and salty. And man, did they go good with a nice broadhead blueberry.
Oh, okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, lots of beer was left over. It's in the garage right now at the perfect temperature. So I have a lot of beer to drink before it freezes in there.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
Does
yeah.
beer freeze?
Beer, depending on the alcohol content.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
the-
you never
the
forgot
Bush-
a beer in the
yeah.
freezer?
The
No.
Bush Peach is going to freeze at like -1.
Oh, okay.
The Ashton stuff will probably last till about -4 or 5.
Okay.
Forget a beer in the freezer. You'll find out if beer
It's all in
freezes
the
or
alcohol
not.
content. Yeah.
Okay.
Your bourbon would probably freeze on Neptune, but not in my garage.
No. Exactly.
No. Well, I mean, they say like a good vodka should be kept
Never
in the
freezes.
freezer.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
freezes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
had lots of leftovers. I'm still trying to sell some 50th birthday party decorations if anyone's interested.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody needs to set up a
I
nice
think we've
50th
all passed
party.
50.
I felt so bad for your mom afterwards because there was
Why?
stuff everywhere.
Oh, it was fine. We tidied it up pretty good the next day.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because we put stuff everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
I ate cake for the next week, too.
Oh, there was a
Disgusting.
lot of
So
cake.
much cake left.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good cake too.
It was great cake,
Yeah.
but too sugary. Oh, my God.
Like
Oh,
like
they're always- they're always-
ice cream cake, Dairy Queen cake. You can keep in the freezer forever, but regular cake like you
Yeah.
can't, right?
Yeah.
So, no, it was fun.
No, it was a good time.
Well, it was a good time until I got dragged away.
Yeah, so that pretty much does it for the 50th surprise birthday party point in our notes.
By the
do
way-
we want to talk about other parties, surprises, things like that?
No.
No?
No.
My wife,
JB.
my wife doesn't like surprises.
That's all the more reason to throw one for her.
She hates surprises.
Yeah, you could surprise her.
Surprise.
She reacts really poorly when you like put her on the spot with a surprise.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it was just a small little thing like surprise?
No.
Did you guys actually say surprised? I missed the beginning.
Yeah,
'cause
we all
Yeah,
yelled.
you
I
showed up
yelled,
late.
I yelled
You
surprise.
probably did.
You showed up
I
late.
know you
I was
did.
front and center. I think
Yeah,
she's the first
exactly.
person I saw.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And
by
then
that.
as she came out, surprised.
It was
we
pretty neat. She was
sang
still
happy
confused.
birthday.
Driving into the laneway, she sees all these cars and people.
Yeah.
She's confused.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was the first.
Well, it wasn't
I
her
looked at her and I
birthday.
said, surprise. And then she got it.
It wasn't actually her birthday though. That's
No, it was
why.
a bit earlier, which
Yeah.
is why it was
10
such
days
a
early.
surprise.
Has her birthday actually happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The birthday month. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no kidding.
Finally, kind of
Yeah.
moving past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, what else do we
JB,
have?
I'm sorry to hear that your vehicle broke down on the way to the podcast
Oh,
today. On the way to
jeez,
Scotty's.
vehicles.
You know what? It's
Sorry to hear
I'm pretty lucky that it was today because yesterday I dragged my trailer over to the Quebec side on dirt roads to get to my
Maybe
my
that's what did
my
it.
lot. No,
You
I don't
tired
think.
it right out. You wore it down. Maybe
No.
it's not meant to be pulling things.
That
And,
thing
you
is
know-
like what, 13 years old?
Yeah, 2010.
And
But
I know you beat it.
it's a Honda, man. It's awesome.
No,
I
I,
love it.
ride
I had a
forever,
neighbor
yeah.
that had the same vehicle as you. It broke down on Hunt Club Road.
I love that van.
Died.
Love it. Anyway,
How
so
many kilometers do you have?
240,
240?
Yeah, see?
something
That
like
thing
that.
is dead.
I get it. I
done.
want another 2 years out of it.
I think it's done.
What
What do you think it is? What happened this
It's
morning?
the alternator.
Did you buy it
Is
new or
it
used?
Battery light. I bought it used.
Nice.
Battery light came on, and then everything else started kind of going slowly. And then I luckily was able to pull into a parking lot not far from here. Got one of you bozos to pick me up. And then I went to start it
It's not
after,
far.
and it was dead.
You could
So
probably walk back from here
After that comment.
I
or
could.
jog,
yeah.
Yeah, I could, I guess.
Yeah. Get your
get
exercise
some
in.
fresh air.
So
you could call. Well, it'd be good timing actually. You call your CAA from here and start walking.
Yeah,
Or you
Yeah.
could have them pick you up here. Maybe
I could.
Exactly.
could ride the tow truck.
We're not going to give you
How are
a
you going to
ride.
get home from there? That's the big question.
I'll have my wife come pick me up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you tell her what happened already?
I sent her a text, but she's probably not awake yet.
Why don't you jog home from
jeez.
there? You're very close
thought
to the
she's-
Trans-Canada Trail.
Isn't she watching the broadcast this morning?
I don't
Doesn't
know.
she have a soccer game Sundays?
No.
Oh. Church?
Okay.
She has hockey Mondays,
She plays hockey too.
soccer
Soccer
Tuesdays,
Tuesdays.
and soccer Thursdays. Hockey Monday, soccer Tuesday,
Good for her for staying active.
and Wednesday and Fridays.
Good for her for staying active.
Yeah, no, it's
Plays
good.
more
She
sports
needs
than
it.
you.
She's not I'll get up and motivate myself and go to the gym kind of person.
Right.
So she has to get her exercise from team sports.
Doesn't matter how you get it.
No.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So that's I'm sorry. to
Most
hear you
of
broke
us
down on
work out and exercise and stuff like that to stay looking young.
Right.
Except DDT.
Some of us,
Well, I wanted to transition
I like
into
this. I know
some
where
of
this is going.
us are
Transition
using different methods to try
To
to
look
stay
young.
young. Yeah. Well, did you use
Including
tar?
chemicals.
Was it tar?
tar.
Like, was it a tar and feather kind of thing? that
No,
you-
it was not
So,
tar.
do you want to explain to us the situation?
Explain what we're looking
Yeah.
at.
What are we looking at right now? Because it's kind of fluorescent dark.
See, I was trying to segue into the
kinda
most
green
stolen
day.
have you
vehicle.
heard about that new substance that is so black that it kind of absorbs all light?
That's probably right
That's
there.
I
in front
think
of
Black
us.
hole?
I think that's what he put on his hair.
It's a black
Anyway,
hole.
keep going. Sorry.
It is
I
attracting
didn't say
a
anything.
couple of flies, though, too. You see that?
Yeah, there are flies in there.
Yes, I dyed my hair. Okay. Jesus, trying to get that out of me. Oh,
You didn't dye it though. You
It's a
like
sharp
yeah. No, I used.
contrast.
Can we say
You had
just
your
for
head
men?
dunked in something.
Yeah.
I used just for men.
Really?
Yeah,
Can we say just for mine?
we did.
we just did.
And so I went to the store and I was looking like, okay, what color? You know,
You
they've got
dyed
a few.
other colors as
They've
well?
got other colors.
Did
Yeah.
you get, like, red?
No, I got a brown.
Dyed brown.
And I thought, okay,
Brown
the
would have
brown.
been better.
It is brown.
What's your natural
That's
color?
black, man.
It turned out black,
Yeah.
but it was supposed to be a brown.
Oh.
Oh. Imagine
So
what
I don't
the black
know.
would look like.
Did you leave it on too long?
Perhaps. They say 5 minutes. I had my timer on for 5 minutes.
Wow.
And then you wash it out.
It's very
And then when I came out, it was like black.
Because you did that right before the party, which was 2 weeks
Shocking.
ago,
Shocking.
and it's still shockingly black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would. I thought the color would, lighten over time.
No.
It has
So
not.
if anyone's going to watch the
It
Grey
has
Cup
not.
today in the halftime show with Green Day, that's the sort of hair color we're looking at.
Did you get a lot of comments at work?
You know what? Only one of the reporters. He's like, "Did you?
Shocked, like his face.
No. He was like, "Did you color your hair?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did actually." He goes, "Ah, it looks good."
Oh wow, you actually have people that are nice
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. I don't know if he meant it, but yeah.
In your
I mean, he
defense,
said nice. It was a nice thing to say to me.
I tried to shave. I tried
We
to
don't
shave.
need to hear all that, JB.
I
Next
tried to
topic.
shave the beard off my face, the gray off my
Yeah,
face, and
yeah.
I left a mustache there, and I've had some interesting comments.
Yeah,
my
you got a
son,
Movember there.
my son told me like,
like
"Oh,
multiple
Papa,
colors."
you can't go out in public like that." And I'm like, just because of that, I'm gonna wear it for like a while now.
Yeah, well, it is Movember, right?
It is Movember.
But yeah, I mean, you can color. They've got coloring for beards and stuff as well. You
But
could-
don't
you
they
could do
have
that.
Coleman stuff
Yeah, like
now that you
They
can
also
kind
have-
of gently
Yeah.
change
They
the
also
color
have
of your hair?
Coleman
Black,
stuff, yeah.
gray.
Well, I bought this because it was on sale.
Oh,
We
there you go.
tease
know,
you, but it
That
looks fine.
explains it.
You know, we like here on Cop Car Coffee podcast, we like to save money,
Yeah.
right?
So
Cost saving
would you
hacks.
Consider that a money saving hack?
Money saving hack. Go
Yeah.
for the cheapest
Buy it when it's on sale
the
do it at
cheapest
home.
hair coloring.
and do it at home.
Yeah,
Don't go to the
and do it
salon.
at home.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you it costs a lot at the salon.
It
Oh,
is
God.
so expensive.
Yeah.
Especially
wouldn't
for
know.
a woman.
Yeah. How would you know?
Well, my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
It's like 180, 200 bucks.
I don't know
Easy,
if she wants
easy.
everyone knowing that.
Well, I think that's just standard. Like
No,
Ottawa is apparently one of the most expensive
No, I don't know
places
if-
in Canada.
I don't know if your wife wants
get your hair
Cop
done.
Car Coffee Nation knowing that she dyes her hair.
I think most women.
I think
dye,
most women
dye
dye their hair. That's a pretty common
That's-
thing.
at certain points.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I don't
Surprise.
think they do at my place of work. Do
No.
people actually? You might be right.
Yeah.
People have dyed their hair gray.
Let's get
recently,
Brianna's
like young people.
reaction.
Oh, yeah. So gray.
Yeah,
Gray's
gray is
popular
in.
now. Actually, yeah.
So you think people dye their hair gray, or it's just normal?
I think some people dye their
I
hair
was
gray.
trying to get away from the gray.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Well,
Like,
you either have
gray-
to embrace it, you go full gray.
Yeah, you know your
It's a nice, sophisticated look.
you
Nothing
know
wrong
the
with-
guy you like there at my work. He does the on-air stuff.
You got to speak up, buddy.
The guy that you like at work.
The
that
guy that
used to be on City News here in Ottawa, but they-
Cormac McSweeney.
I wasn't going to say his name, but he's
Oh.
got all his hair's all gray. It looks quite
Sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salt
And
and
he's
pepper.
I think he's about 40 years old.
Well, it
Maybe
brings
35?
brings
a
like
little bit of salt and pepper.
brings maturity.
He looks
and-
quite good.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know why.
you should shave because
why you'd
your
wanna hide
beard
it.
is salt and pepper,
Yes, it is.
but then your hair is like
Yeah.
jet black.
I wanted to keep it like that though.
What's
know.
that? Your beard?
Yeah,
Hmm.
different color than the hair
Nah.
from
Eh.
all the hair.
What else we got?
I wanted to what?
What do you got? We
Yeah,
got
so-
some more things, really, and then we can
Well,
wrap
no,
it up.
I was thinking like we brought up JB's vehicle breakdown. It's a
Yeah.
Honda. Do you know what the most stolen vehicle in Canada is?
A snowmobile?
No.
I do because I heard it on the radio.
Yeah, you heard this. It was all
Electric
over
bikes?
the news recently because a lot of vehicles in Canada are being stolen.
F-150s.
That's one of the top
It's up
ones.
there. That's
Yeah.
number 2, I
yeah,
think.
it might be number 2, which is
Honda
your F-150.
vans.
No, well, it is a Honda.
Yeah.
It is the Honda CRV,
The Honda CRV.
which you also have.
Which I don't even like.
Yeah, yeah. Seems to be the most stolen vehicle in Canada for some
Why?
reason.
You know what?
I
Just
don't
because
know.
there's so many of them, maybe.
I think
It's
that's
probably
part
the
of the
most
reason.
popular vehicle.
You know what? One of the least stolen vehicles in Canada is?
2010 Odyssey vans.
It might be that. Yeah.
Uh,
Broken down on the side of the road.
I'm hoping that when I get back to
Be
the
stolen.
parking lot where I left it, it
It's
will be
still
gone.
there.
Maybe no.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping it's
Oh,
gone.
right, yeah, of course.
Then
Yeah. One of the least stolen vehicles is a Chevy Impala.
Chevy Impalas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
that's what you have.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them.
Nope. They should, because they're
They
great.
should want them?
They're a great car, but I don't know. They don't want them.
They're
in-
heavy cars, eh?
a
They
lot
are
of
very
trunk
heavy.
space. Like
yeah,
it's
huge
roomy.
trunk space.
Lots of gas, lots of fuel.
But maybe
consumption.
they don't like this in those Middle Eastern countries that they ship them to in the end.
You know what? You can't. If you're in the stealing and shipping to Africa business,
Or Africa.
you can probably fit 10%, 20% more CRVs on a boat
Yep,
than
exactly.
Impalas.
That's
Absolutely.
very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, fascinating
Yeah.
topic. What made you want to talk about stolen vehicles?
I don't know. It just came up in the news recently.
It was on the radio this
Yeah,
week.
and it was like,
For
oh,
some
this is
reason,
interesting.
I think the order has changed. It used to be a different car that was at the top.
Okay.
But it's only because you had both of the two most stolen vehicles. As
Now-
well.
Lexus MDX was another really
Yeah,
high
Lexus,
one.
uh,
If you guys want
Acura
to,
MDX.
if you want to
Yeah.
stick on this topic, maybe I could contribute something interesting.
Okay,
actually.
okay, sure.
One of our listeners drives a Dodge Ram pickup,
Oh, that's high up on the list too.
highly
Yeah.
stolen vehicle.
Yeah.
And I believe he was at our Senators for a game. At a
Oh,
Sens
right.
game,
Yeah, you were
and
mentioning that.
apparently they were
Yeah.
stealing them right out of the parking lot.
Yeah,
Really?
these are
Not
stolen, eh?
apparently. I actually saw something on the news about this.
Yeah.
Well, they just walk around with this.
Yes, they
If
do.
you have
Bob
electronic,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And they can
very
just-
easy to
they
break
get
scan
your,
into.
it.
they
Yeah.
steal your information, right? So, if the listener of CCC doesn't leave early with his family one night at like end of the second or something, goes back into his truck, drives out, he notices a couple of big black SUVs following him. So he's getting a bit nervous. He's like to his wife, "I think this guy's following us." So he starts making random turns to try to shake him, and then the lights go on.
Oh,
And he gets pulled over. And the guy walks up and he's like, "Is this your truck?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's my truck." And he goes, we heard a lot of these vehicles are getting stolen, so we were just checking." And the guy's like, "Oh, you want me to prove it?" He's like, No. Most car thieves don't drive around with their family in tow with them.
So they were checking up on it.
They were
That's good.
checking. They were checking, yeah. And I guess when they steal them, they leave the game mid-game, too, right?
Right,
They're
right.
stealing at that time, so.
yeah. The Ram 1500 was
Yeah.
like
Ram
number
15, yeah. It's happening. So right in our city,
Yeah,
it's happening.
yeah.
And it's good to see the cops at least trying to stop
Yeah,
it, eh?
yeah. Well, they just did a bust, I think, in Montreal or something
Nice,
like that.
good.
and Recovered like I don't know how like 1,500 cars or something
Oh,
like
it's
that. I
awful.
don't know.
It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the Ram 1500, the F-150, and the CRV,
Yeah.
and Lexus, the SUV.
But
one,
it's
yeah,
weird.
those are the top.
It's frustrating me because I am at that point where I'm getting a little antsy. Wouldn't mind a new vehicle, a new truck, like upgrading, but
You know who has a deal?
What year is yours?
it's a 2018.
You know who has a deal?
There are no deals if they just steal them, though. This is the point I'm getting at. I'd rather have a 2018 truck that maybe isn't as much in demand by the thieves than a brand new 2024, which is going to be targeted to be stolen. You know what I mean?
Can you put in your garage? Is it
No.
enough room in there?
No, it cannot fit.
No.
But it doesn't matter. Like, I like my truck. It's in good shape. It's got half the mileage of your van, so maybe it's good for another 5 years.
Just don't leave the key, your key fob,
Yeah,
by
no.
the door.
Put them in a metal box,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah.
But they must be able to get around that if they're just at a hockey game.
I
able
think
to
they
just-
can,
Oh, hockey,
JB, but
yeah.
my point is they're after newer vehicles than older
Yeah.
vehicles. So
Yeah.
the more longer I keep it, the less likely it'll be targeted.
Yeah, and
right?
also you've got a little scratch on the front there.
There's a few bumps and
Yeah,
scratches. I mean, it
so-
is a truck after all.
It is.
DVT.
Yeah. True that. True that for the scratches.
I'm using my van like a truck, but
Yeah.
my van is not a truck.
I know you beat on that van. The way you drive that thing. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised it.
It's
think your
been
mind's
it's
out
been a
of it, got it.
very
Do you
reliable.
throw
That's what
like
she
wood
said.
in the back, like lots of
I do. I
Hardwood?
I do. I
Yeah.
put lots of hardwood in there.
yeah.
I just went actually last week and I built those little tables around my hot tub.
Oh,
So
right.
I put all the lumber in the back of my
Came
van.
in and out of the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
there
on.
you go. See, that's it.
Broken down Hondas. That was last on my list.
Yeah.
Oh well, I've got one other thing, but it's not very interesting.
I got a pick.
I think you wanted to talk about fees.
Oh,
Not-
yeah.
not-
Yeah, we almost forgot
not
about that.
bees,
Thank
but
you.
fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brianna was
Jeez.
disappointed, expecting a good bee story,
Yeah.
but it's fees. Fees.
Yeah,
Hidden
so-
fees. Fees here. Fees there.
Yeah, fees everywhere.
Get these bees off
got
this
two.
plane.
Get these fees off this.
I got two for you, and I mean,
ticket.
it may not be a shock to people when you book a
It's
flight.
a family
to go
show.
somewhere.
We can't say that.
Get these fees off this ticket.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to wear headphones ever again because I can't even hear him with his stupid jokes. Eh?
Was that a good thing?
Well, you guys going on back and forth. And I'm like,
you
it's
can't
annoying.
hear any of
Can't hear
that?
nothing.
Well, I missed that. for
Yeah.
sure.
No, all I said was get these fees off this ticket.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a joke.
Well, see, I'm not disappointed I missed that.
no, it was
Right.
No, there's fees for
Comment.
everything, right? Like they used to be economy, but now there's like 3 different levels
Yeah.
of economy.
Yeah.
So
right.
So plane flights is a good spot
yeah,
to
so
start.
I'll just
Yeah.
pipe in on that one because
Yeah.
I recently purchased flights.
$30,000 worth of tickets
Yes.
to Italy.
Oh, did
to
you buy the
Italy.
tickets?
I did. The
Oh, good
flights,
for you.
yeah. So
Is it Italy or Italy?
Italy,
Italy. Italy.
Italy,
Italia.
Italia. So we.
Italia.
So
Where do you
I-
land?
Venice,
Ooh.
Where you
So-
take off from?
Ottawa.
Are you doing like JB? You're going to fly to like the 3
No.
other cities in between?
Is it like a
No.
float plane?
No,
You like land in the water?
Venice has its international.
Is it a
airport,
red-eye?
Airport? Marco
Red-eye
Polo.
flight?
They're all. red
Does
eye
it have like
flights.
a couple gondolas on the bottom, and you just kind of
Possible.
land on the
It's
gondolas?
possible.
Is it actually Air Italia?
No, it's Air Canada.
Oh,
Can we say that? It's Alitalia.
okay.
Is the Air Italia. So anyway,
Are you
but
swinging through Frankfurt?
no, we are
Oh.
not swinging. We're swinging through Toronto, of
Swinging.
course.
TO.
So what happened was buy the tickets. Okay, I had to wait for 2 months for my approval from work to book them. In the meantime, they went up. But you know, when you go through and you can see they give you the actual breakdown of
Yeah.
everything. The ticket itself is like $500.
All the
I
fees.
all in. I paid just under $1,800. I paid $1,785
Per
Per
ticket?
ticket.
per ticket
Yeah.
return.
1800.
Let's not get into that story either.
No.
Yeah, but
1800.
it was about $1,800
return
return.
per ticket, and you bought 5?
I bought. I ended up buying
7?
7 tickets.
Did you get
7 tickets.
refundable?
No.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God,
That's the scary part.
that's scary.
Well, there's another story on top of
Are they
that. but I'll-
transferable at least?
no, I don't think so.
Eh?
They're the basic fares.
Yeah,
Unless
so-
you want to spend like an extra or whatever.
Yeah, there's like
it doesn't
basic
give you that.
economy.
Yeah.
Then there's
Yeah, so they're just the basic fares.
yeah.
But if you want to spend on the economy, it's like you get one baggage free, and you get
Are you allowed to
Ach-
bring any bags on?
Or is
no,
it
you have to
carry
pay.
on?
You pay for your extra
1,800
baggage.
plus stuff you're bringing.
Yeah,
I refuse to pack like to have luggage checked now.
Yeah, there's no
Like
need to.
went to
Yeah,
Vegas.
it's
it
75
was, It was
bucks.
checked. Like
One
I just
carry-on.
carry
There you
on.
go.
$75 each
Same
way.
here.
Went to
for-
Kenora, carry
check
on.
bag.
Yeah.
Like
But here's the thing: like you could, if you upgrade, they charge you $85 for the upgrade.
Ouch.
So you save $10 if you just
Nah,
pay for your
whatever.
luggage. But anyway, but you break down the fees. Okay, it's $500 for the actual ticket.
Yeah,
around
that's it,
there.
the seat.
Return.
Yeah.
The seat. Well, not even the seat. You got to pay extra for the seat, but just the ticket.
Okay.
And then it's like airport improvement fee,
Yep.
city tax,
Yep.
like federal
Fuel
tax,
surcharges.
fuel surcharges,
Yeah,
aviation
security fees.
Nav Canada fee,
Yep.
Italian Nav Canada
Yep.
fee.
Yep.
All these stuff that you pay
There's
for.
an
that-
Italian Nav Canada fee?
well, whatever they're called,
Nav Italia fee.
Nav Italia. So that adds up to $1,800
No, I know.
bucks. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
The
And then
last-
on top of that,
Yeah,
you got to buy your seats.
sure.
Yeah, I mean that was actually the $1,800.
That's
was
if you
with
want
the
to
seats.
sit together, you mean?
No,
Yeah.
no, you got to buy your seat regardless.
You're right there too, though, JB.
What do you mean
that would
buy
be an
your
extra.
seat?
So when you're checking out I did it through the Air Canada website.
Yeah.
You know, you've got step 1, choose your flights. Step 2, enter your passenger information. Step 3, choose your seats. You cannot get around
No.
step 3.
No.
And when you choose your seat, they charge you. So the flight from Ottawa to Toronto, $17 per seat.
But that's what I mean. That's selecting your seat. It's sitting together.
But you
You
used
can't
to
go
be-
buy it anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
yeah.
okay.
I'm
Thank you.
good, thanks.
That's enough coffee.
We used to be able
Four
just to
cups should
book
be
your
enough.
tickets, get there, and they assign you a seat,
You won't
right?
stop
Oh,
talking.
you weren't able to do that at all.
No, you had
Okay.
to buy the seat. So it's $17 one way, Toronto, $55 to Europe
Yeah. Wow.
one way. So an extra 40
so,
bucks.
So total like $10,000. on the
I
tickets.
spent $12,000 on tickets, on airline tickets.
I'm just trying to get you guys some current data here.
Well, we're actually in the middle of looking for tickets at the moment because
For what?
we're thinking of going to Florida for the second week of the
Yeah.
2-week break for
Flair
Christmas.
Air, baby.
What?
Flair Air, baby.
We're looking at everything. We're looking at leaving from Syracuse, leaving from Montreal, leaving from Toronto. We're checking prices everywhere, and it's just nuts.
So it's
I
not
don't
Typically-
know why you refuse to check out Flair Air.
We did.
And
We did. We checked out Allegiance. We checked out Flair. Like it's just pricey.
But you also drove, 3, 4, 5 hours to go to Syracuse, New York, and then get a flight that went to Philadelphia.
Well, we
And
saved,
then
we
Vegas?
s- We saved a ton of money.
But time is money.
Well, it's just a short
Depends-
flight to
right.
Florida,
depends
right?
what you're comfortable with, eh? Like I can't do that anymore.
No.
Like it's either a 28-hour drive or I'm driving for 3 hours to Syracuse and then I have a 3-hour flight. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I always fly right directly out of Ottawa. Can't be bothered driving 3 hours and then.
Well, it's probably where you're paying more, right? You got to
Well,
look
yeah,
around.
True. But I mean, I could have gone to Montreal or drove to Toronto directly from there. Would have been a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
But then you're coming back. It's a pain in the butt because you're tired. Then you got to drive for another 4 hours, whatever. But yeah, I mean the fees on that. Not to mention that's airlines. That's plane tickets. What about your fees when you order Uber, or Eats, or Skip the Dishes, or whatever those other
I almost
apps
just
are?
accidentally bought tickets to Vegas here, so I got to get out of this.
Oh, you almost
Like, they got
accidentally.
me right to the friggin' picking the seat
Oh,
thing.
jeez.
Yeah.
But it's
And,
like
yeah.
it's like anything right now, right? Everything is going up. Like you're on
Oh,
Netflix
it's
and you're like,
ridiculous.
oh, we should cancel our Netflix, but you don't because there's a show coming up, and it's like every month the fees are going up.
Is that
Here we
Flair?
go. So this is gold.
We're back
Yeah.
to planes.
For a $200 flight to Vegas, okay?
Yeah.
276. Your fare is $50.01, okay?
There you go. That's your.
U.S. immigration fee, $9. U.S. customs fee, $10.
Yeah.
Trans-border security charge, $13.
Jesus.
YOW
hell's that?
airport fee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that gets me
Yeah.
the most. $39.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost as
Yeah.
much as the damn seat.
Yeah.
I don't know what XA AFIS user fee is, $5. U.S. transportation tax, $57. U.S.
Ooh.
passenger civil aviation security charge, $7. And U.S. PAX facility charge, $6. So all that, $200.
Is that return?
That can't be returned.
That's cheap, man.
Right,
$200 to Vegas.
I think it's one way, but it wouldn't surprise me. Flair Air is like crazy good.
I would not recommend going. I would not recommend anybody goes to Vegas until they've cleaned up that F1 stuff.
yeah.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
as they were putting
Yeah,
up the
yeah, yeah.
stands on the strip, like they
Right.
were closing everything, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
all the fountains,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You can't see the lawns of any of the hotels.
mm,
Like when we were
You
there,
don't want
it
to
was
be
just,
there during that.
it was just
Well,
starting,
it-
and it's
yeah.
like wow.
They did it last night, so it's
Yeah,
over.
it's
They
over.
held it at 2 a.m.
That is so cool.
2 a.m.
It's
race.
a city that never sleeps, dude.
Yeah, still.
Don't tell me you go to
Those
bed at
poor
2 in
guys.
Vegas.
Apparently, it was a disaster financially, though. Like they didn't.
Oh.
It wasn't really good. They barely sold any tickets for the
Yeah.
actual stands that were there.
It's not a thing
Um,
people want to do really in Vegas. I don't think.
You're not there.
They've got a
for-
10-year contract.
Oh no.
You're
Yeah.
not there for that.
You're looking every year now for the next 9 years.
But doesn't
as well.
F1 draw the fans all over the world to
Yes.
each event? So
Yeah.
all those guys must have shown up.
Apparently not.
No.
Like, that's I don't know. That's what I saw online.
It's not traditional
Well, they wanted
enough.
the reason. Part of the reason why they did it at 2 a.m. as well is because they wanted to have all the lights from the hotels. You know, that's part of the.
Yeah,
Well, the
thing with
advertising
Vegas
on the
is-
Sphere as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it. But you know, to have a race at 2 a.m. The first practice was
Stop
at 1
complaining
a.m.
About 2 a.m. races.
Well, the first practice was at 1 a.m.
yeah.
And
I'm-
then they had a drain cover come up and destroy one of the Ferraris.
So I'm not a big
Yeah.
F1 fan. So if you talk about the other F1 races around the world,
Yeah.
like
Montreal.
would traffic be flowing on the roads during
They
the
have
day?
street circuits, yeah, like Monaco is during the day, for example.
No, but what I mean is like it takes a while to set up the stands, close the roads, like make sure the roads are safe for F1 cars, blah
Yeah,
blah blah, right?
yeah.
But do they in most other places do they have regular traffic flowing there when you're not racing
Or
as
is it
they're
a track?
Yeah, no,
or is
for
it an
sure.
actually official track that's
Yeah.
No, it's like
They
I
race
said,
on
Monaco.
roads,
They
right?
have a road. It's a road circuit. It's a
Yeah.
street course.
But they've been doing it so long,
So-
those roads are already set up safe every
Yeah.
time.
Maybe,
probably.
yeah.
I mean, those are
Yeah.
open to traffic.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm just trying to remember what the other road courses they have. They
Yeah.
might have one or two others, but yeah, I mean, those are open to traffic. Otherwise, yeah.
because people fly to Vegas specifically to see the
Shows.
strip and the hotels and the Bellagio fountains and
Celine
the,
Dion.
the Venice,
Yeah.
like
Elvis.
they shut all that down.
The Venetian.
Yeah, they shut all that down, right?
Wow.
Like all the outdoor, like
So
the
they can't be happy with that.
no,
Yeah.
like all of these things are closed. And
Yeah.
You can't see them.
Huh.
So it just to me, there's a ton of people that are going there not for that.
Yeah.
So when are we going to Vegas for our disc golf and mountain biking adventure?
I don't know. You were saying December, but I think sometime in January, February would be best, in my opinion. Are we talking long weekend?
Long
A
weekend.
couple days kind of thing?
Couple days. We'll put DDT in a carry-on.
Huh.
Pay the extra $30.
75.
Because you said you don't want to go.
I did.
You wouldn't want to go, eh?
I'm sure we could carry him
Well,
and put him in
I
the
think we could-
overhead.
I just
some
spent
too.
$12,000 on tickets for
What's another
Europe,
400?
Italy.
Yeah.
I just showed
What's
you.
another
Exactly.
400.
You can buy $200 tickets to
We
go to
can
Vegas.
camp. You guys would camp and stuff, right?
Uh,
Save some money.
camp.
KOA cabins, that sort of thing.
Can we go to the Bunny Ranch?
I can't even hear you again. And you know what? I don't even care what he said. There's
Something
probably
about
something immature.
something
I think
about
he-
bunnies.
I think he did hear
hunting.
me.
You want to go hunting?
Hunting
We're
bunnies.
not going hunting.
We're
Not
going
this
rabbit
trip.
hunting. Be
Rabbit.
very, very quiet.
Now you say January, February.
That's cold.
Well, typically
it's not
people
like
want to go. People
Nah.
want to go south. They're not. They're
Yeah.
not thinking. Let's go to Vegas.
I like
right?
your idea of off season. The disc golf would be epic. Like it's not going to be snowy, but the
Like you
mountain
just
biking.
pack a little coat. Like
Well, it would turn into more of a ski trip maybe then, because the mountains in Arizona in the winter
we could
are
drive to
skiing.
Flagstaff.
Yes, and maybe in the valleys we could. I don't know. I wonder if Flagstaff itself gets the snow, or is it just up in the mountains?
Do you ski DDT?
Yes.
He sits in the lodge. You already said you'd do that.
Après ski.
I will be
Yeah.
away next weekend. I'm going skiing.
No, where?
Tremblant.
Yeah, it's open, eh?
It opens up next Saturday. We can't go Saturday, but we're going Sunday.
Okay, couple runs at the top.
If you guys want to meet, do the podcast on Saturday next week.
Nah, probably not. Aren't we going to Lake Placid to watch Lola?
Not
you
next
love
week.
Saturdays.
Not next week.
If it's scheduled, but I can't now because I do yoga Saturdays.
Well, we're scheduling it right now.
No,
Next,
forget it.
not next week. We're going in a couple weeks.
Do
Yeah,
your
we're-
yoga Sunday.
Nah.
By the way, JB, we're planning
Yeah.
a day trip to.
Is that not the same weekend he's talking?
No.
This weekend after?
It's the
Because I
weekend
might want to
after.
go
Yeah,
skiing
we-
in Lake Placid that weekend too.
No, it's my daughter's reading week this week,
Yeah.
so they don't.
Oh,
have
right.
anything. Yeah.
So it's not next weekend.
So not next weekend, but the weekend after. You want to go?
It's like
to
December 2nd, 3rd?
second, third. Yeah.
So
Ooh.
December 2nd. If it's down
Second.
and back, the Saturday works best.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
If it's skiing, might have to be a day on either side of it.
what time would we be back?
If it was just down and back, the game is 2:30, would be
Yeah.
over at 4:30. We'd be home around 8.
I think we have Sens tickets on the 2nd, December 2nd.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's our wedding anniversary.
Free
so-
tickets?
No, I bought tickets.
You bought Sens tickets?
There was an auction at work for
Wow.
the charity thing.
Happy
and
anniversary.
I put a bid
Yeah,
in, so
happy
we got
anniversary.
Yeah.
we got some pretty sweet tickets for the Sens versus Kraken
300 level?
100 level.
Oh.
Oh,
nice.
behind the coach's bench? Behind the player's
like
bench?
row A.
Row A.
Yeah.
Center heist?
Right
Center
behind the
Heist.
glass.
Oh.
Oh, good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's,
exciting.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a date night. Anniversary
Well, you're
date
going to
night
miss
for my
the
wife.
big PSC
kids
hockey
going with
game
you?
then.
What?
Kids going?
No.
You're going to miss the big PSC hockey game then.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Ah,
Is that weekend?
another
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
We should-
Down and back, maybe, eh? Down and
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too bad. If the game was earlier, I'd go and come back and
Get
just
some Five Guys in Potsdam on the way back.
5 guys. Boy, that was expensive.
Yeah, right on.
Anyway,
Or some fried chicken at Walmart.
mhm.
I could do a tailgate.
I did we talk about the Vegas thing? I think so. Yeah, we did. We did talk about the Vegas thing when we were in his garage last time.
What
think.
Vegas thing?
My trip.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
With the dome and all that.
Because you
There it is.
mentioned
Look, it's losing its air.
you mentioned Five Guys, and I had some In-N-Out burger there. and it
Oh,
was
In-N-Out burger.
pretty fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've talked about In-N-Out burger on the show before.
Yes, we have.
I had White
Live from
Castle, which
Scotty's.
was very disappointing.
White Castle
What was
what?
disappointing?
White Castle.
What's that?
Oh God!
Yeah.
What's White Castle?
Did you not watch Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
I know.
Did that not give you enough information?
But that's why I wanted to go. I'm
Oh,
like,
no kidding.
I've never had White Castle,
I've been
so I
super
gotta have.
disappointed.
What
at
is White Castle?
It's a burger joint.
It's another chain.
Oh,
Another
okay.
burger joint, but they have
The burgers
they're-
are the size of a loony.
They're all mini, like they're all
Oh, okay,
sliders.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you could
Is
buy
that-
like a box of 20 little burgers.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that
It's
is that your
ridiculous.
pick for the week too?
I like In-N-Out burger.
Harold and Kumar go to
In-N-Out
White Castle.
was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So cheap too.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah.
All right.
Picks. What
I
do you
have
got?
a
You got a
pick.
pick?
I have a pick, and it's called the Winter King. You heard of it?
No.
Is this like is this a Lanark pick or is this just a regular?
This is a
It sounds like a regular
Duff's
pick.
pick.
Oh,
Regular
Duff's
pick.
pick. Okay, Duff's.
It is available on Crave,
Okay.
and it is the story of a young King Arthur.
King what?
King Arthur?
King
King
Arthur.
Author?
The
Who's
bastard.
King Arthur?
The bastard child.
Who's King Author?
So a young King Arthur. I like King Arthur stories. Yeah.
You got to check
it's
out
not
Winter King.
it's
Excalibur,
not
all that
Arthur.
stuff.
It's
You
Author.
got to check out Winter King.
Arthur.
It
It's
is
good, yeah.
Yeah, we're about 7-8 shows in. I really like it. I don't want to give any spoilers right
Yeah.
now, but that would be my pick of the week.
I'm watching the Fall of the House of Usher
Never heard of it.
on the flicks.
Good.
I'm currently
good.
watching Gen V.
Apparently watching.
What is that?
No, I'm currently watching
Oh,
Gen
currently.
V.
What's Gen V?
Did you guys ever watch The Boys?
Nope.
Nope.
It's you've never watched The Boys?
Nope.
No.
Don't even know what it is.
Dude, you're missing out.
What is the
man.
Boys?
This is like Lay Boys.
I think you mentioned this.
The
before.
Boys is it's kind of a like a non-Marvel DC
Oh, no.
superhero
No,
thing,
I don't watch
no.
anything like that.
but it's like it's
Oh, you had mentioned this.
I'm
This
going
was
on
a
my
pick
phone
you
now.
had
it's
before.
brutal. It's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the
Yeah.
Gen V thing is like this is a knockoff of the show, like
Okay.
a spin-off,
Right.
where it's like a university that kind of forms and prepares superheroes for
Okay. Yeah.
bigger and greater things.
Yeah.
Sounds
Anyway,
neat, I guess.
Yeah.
you should watch The Boys because you like horror type
Yeah.
stuff.
Not superhero stuff though.
You gotta watch it.
All
it's
right.
it's your
What's
it's
that on?
It is on
Don't tell me it's like Disney. or-
Prime.
Oh, Prime. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch a couple episodes of The Boys and let me know what you think.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right,
I'm so
I
sore.
Probably won't. Yeah, I think we're ready.
are you
to
doing
wrap
all
up.
right
I'm
there?
sore.
Because you're already gone. Like you're up, you're standing,
Whenever
you're
I come here
sore.
after a
You're-
workout,
you're putting your
and I
clothes
don't fully
on.
cool down, and then I'm forced to sit for an hour, I get very sweaty.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's TMI.
Because I'm still cooling down.
Mm.
So that's why I'm standing right now.
Oh.
It's like me when I'm in the
Airing
hot
out.
tub.
Yeah.
I'm sweating for a half hour after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine you go sit
Exactly.
down after that and dry off and everything,
Yeah.
and you're still sweaty.
That's typically what I do. Sitting in front of the TV and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
Dripping
my,
sweat.
my brow's all sweaty
Yeah.
and stuff, and it's like,
Wow.
are you still hot? I'm
that
like,
doesn't
yeah.
sound healthy. Jeez.
Like coming out of the sauna though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, boys, that was fun. Maybe we'll try not to do it every 3 weeks, or maybe we
Yeah,
will.
if we want to get more listeners, there's a
I
couple
don't
of things
want to get more. Why would I want more listeners?
Well, we only have one.
I'm fine with one.
As long as we have one dedicated listener, that's all we need.
It's an excuse to get out and have breakfast.
And
right?
we would like to
Right.
apologize to Stacy's friends,
Oh, okay.
your wife's friends.
Yes.
Because when we were sitting around the fire and we actually did spend some time talking about the podcast,
They're good kids. Eh?
they all said, we're going to listen
Yeah.
in this weekend,
Yeah.
and then
And
we all
never-
bailed.
We never did it.
We never did a podcast.
But I think they were thinking it was
Oh.
live.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, no
yeah,
lie.
yeah, no,
So
we're not doing it.
kudos to the ladies that came from
They showed some
Toronto.
interest. I doubt they ever did check us out, but if they did, we apologize.
Yeah, and we're just shout out.
That's
Cop.
That's Cop Car Coffee.
There you go. You can't
Oh.
cut and then stop before you say Cop Car Coffee.
Well, sometimes we cut. We don't. Yeah.
We usually
Do
say
we
Cop
have
Car.
to say Cop Car? Yeah.
I think
sometimes there's a nicer ending.
it's-
like
it's
right
bec-
there would've
it's
been
become
sick.
a thing.
It's
That
a
was a
thing.
sick ending right there.
yeah. It would have been, but JB didn't pick up on it.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
catch it.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say the magic words.
Let's go. Let's go get that hunk of shit. Van.